Have you ever walked into a room and your whole body went, nope? Like the air was weird, your gut was clenching, maybe your ex texted at that time. Um, okay, so that is frequency. And guess what? It's not some mystical fairy dust, it's actually physics. Every thought, every emotion, every system in your body, every person you date, fight with, heal with, or even block on Instagram, it's all frequency. Well, today's episode, we are diving in really deep. I mean, this isn't just spiritual talk, this is real, measurable, bioelectrical, vibrational, experiential science, and soul. All right, are you guys ready? All right, let's vibe. Let me put here it is. Everything is frequency, the vibe behind reality. Segment number 1. Everything is vibration. Here's the scientific tea. Okay, so first of all, let's lay the foundation. What even is frequency? In physics, frequency is how often a vibration repeats itself per second. And it's actually measured in hertz, HZs. I'm sure you heard about that, right? There's a lot on YouTube, like HZ frequencies. Well, what does that mean? Okay, so it means that you, me, my laptop, even this mic, your third eye, your trauma is all vibrating. This is scientific, guys. I am not just woo-wooing, okay? All right. So, atoms vibrate. Did you know that? I didn't until I started becoming a nerd, a quantum nerd. And atoms vibrate, and that vibration changes everything. Did you hear that? Every atom is in constant motion, even in a solid, like particles jiggle, just less freely than in a, like, say, a gas or a liquid. So the speed and pattern of vibration, what do? They determine the phase. Is it a solid? Is it a liquid? Solid would be slow, liquid would be medium, or is it a gas, which would be fast? The speed and pattern of vibration also determine the temperature. More energy equals faster movement equals hotter. And the speed and pattern of vibration determine also the implication. Matter isn't solid, it's vibration slowed down. Did you hear that? I saw an experiment actually where they actually increased the vibration of a solid and the solid literally like disappeared. I'm not kidding you. It was crazy. You are actually, all of us, we're all a symphony of vibrating particles. Let's do a deep dive into it because we're going to go detailed and deep. So, sound equals frequency equals energy that moves matter. So sound is literally pressure waves that vibrate air molecules. Human ears can hear from 20 Hzs to 20,000 Hzs, but everything vibrates, even what you can't hear. And dogs can. You know what dogs can hear and you can hear? It's still vibrating. Sound can, as we all know, break glass, resonance, heal tissue, ultrasound, or shift brain states, binaural beats. Now, mantras, singing bowls, chanting, what is all that? Why has it been used throughout centuries? Well, they work through frequency entrainment. Energy isn't just heard, it's felt. We're all frequency, we're all vibrating. So certain hertz are healing. And we're going to get into that a little bit later. If you are on YouTube, please definitely comment, ask me questions. I want to hear from you. Any experiences that you've had that are related to what we're talking about, please let me know. I want to hear from you guys. Okay, so let's continue. This is like, I'm such a nerd. I'm telling you, I am fascinated by this. All right. So let's get more into it. Brainwaves. What is a brainwave? It's your state of consciousness in HZs. Did you hear that? Brainwaves are your state of consciousness in HZ. So the brainwaves are measured in cycles per second, HZs. Brainwaves change with your mood, your focus, and your intention. For example, so there's a chart that I have here that says the brainwave, for example, gamma the frequency is 30 to 100 Hzs, and the state of mind of that frequency and that brain wave is insight, unity, high performance. I'm going to give you another one that's on the opposite end, and that would be delta, which is 0 0.5 to 4 Hzs, deep sleep and cellular healing. So basically, honey, we are all frequency. You are frequency. Meditation isn't just spiritual. It literally shifts your literal brain chemistry. I know it's a lot of literals, but it really, really does. Now, let's get into heart math, okay? Because this segment is about everything is vibration, and I'm giving you the scientific tea. So heart math, the heart has its own frequency field. Did you hear that? And you know what? I'm going to tell you about the theory, but I always figured, how is it pumping? What's moving it to pump? And it is the electromagnetic field that we are in, right? Because it's like two little circles, the electromagnetic energy, and they kind of join at the heart, right? So your heart is literally being moved by your electromagnetic field, your frequency. So the Heart Math Institute, because I'm going to give you a scientific tea. This is not just, oh, Grace figured something out and maybe it is true, maybe it's not. Because we all figure stuff out. If you're a nerd, you're going to try to figure stuff out all the time. So the Heart Math Institute has shown that the human heart emits an electromagnetic field. It emits it too, and it's measurable several feet outside the body. This field changes with your emotions. For example, gratitude, love, and joy, what do? They create coherence. They create balance. They create order. What does stress and anger create? Yeah, you guessed it, chaos, right? So we definitely want to be vibrating at the HCs of gratitude, love, and joy. And if we have anger and stress, we definitely want to change that and move it towards gratitude, love, and joy. We have to deal with the feelings. By the way, check out yesterday's live, Relationship Coaching Live with Rebecca Silence. We're talking exactly about this and about emotions and how to shift them. She's a social worker, and she's like trained and has all kinds of degrees. She's amazing. She has an amazing book, and she was talking about this. So check it out. The episode is called Finding Joy in the Chaos, which is exactly what this is, right? Flipping it. So your heart, basically, what it's saying, this institute is saying, the Heart Math Institute is saying, that your heart is not just a pump. It's not like, okay, boom, 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 I'm going to keep you alive. I'm going to just pump blood in your body. No, honey, it's a frequency tuner, sending out energetic signals that affect your brain. Listen to this, your immune system, and the space around you. For those who just came in, I can see you guys on YouTube. We're talking about everything is frequency, okay? And I'm giving you the scientific tea. All right, there's another theory. Well, not theory, it's an experiment, actually. These are all proven things. This is not BS like woo-woo, okay? So we're talking about, for those who just came in, sound equals frequency equals energy that moves matter. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is something that is really fascinating, and a lot of people know about this, and it's Dr. Emoto's water crystal study. So Masaru Emoto's experiments, while criticized for lacking scientific rigor, gave us an unforgettable metaphor. He exposed water to like words, musics, or thoughts, and then froze it and photographed the crystals. So, guess what happened? When you fed it loving words, oh, it was beautiful, just symmetrical crystals. It's gorgeous. You can actually Google this experiment and you'll see the pictures. You're going to be blown away. Now, when you speak harsh words to the water, and then he froze it and looked at the patterns, it was chaotic, distorted crystals. Is it controversial? Yes. But honey, the takeaway is profound because water responds to energy. Did you hear that? Water responds to energy, which is vibration. Emotion literally has form. I'm using the word literally a lot today. Forgive me for that. So, water responds to energy, emotion has form, and intention leaves a mark. Now, check this out. Your body is what? Like about 70% water. If you hydrate well, maybe, a little bit more. The way you talk to yourself and even the vibe that you live in can physically affect your health and well being. Check that out. Google it. I'm telling you, it's a fascinating experiment. Okay, what is the bottom line to this segment? You're not just made of matter, you're made of energy. And energy can be tuned. What you say, what you think, what you feel is broadcasting a frequency, and that frequency interacts with your cells, your environment, and even the quantum field of possibility. So your focus, your words, your vibe, they don't just influence reality, they are reality. So here's a fan story, and then I'm going to go into some tips because I back everything up with science, give you fan stories, and give you tips. By the way, this guide from this episode is going to be available at thestateofgraceshop.com this weekend, and it's going to be $199. So you can get it for $199 and just study it and read it, and it's on PDF. You can read it on your computer or you can read it on your phone. Anyway, fan story number one. Here she says, when I started playing 520HZ during meditation, my anxiety attacks literally stopped. Everybody's using literally today. My dog even chilled out. And this is Amanda from New York. Okay, so tip number one for this whole episode is start your morning with 5 minutes of sound healing. Do you know what I do? Every day when I wake up, I go to YouTube and I put 520HZ or 432 is really, I love that one, 963HZ. You put a morning meditation, right? And just feel your nervous system exhale. So I do that first thing in the morning, and then I do my postings on social media. And while I do that, I don't stress. I'm just listening to that music. And actually, even when I sleep, sometimes I do that. So you can do it in the morning, during the day, or when you go to sleep. Those frequencies are amazing. All right, my loves. Feel free to like, share, comment, and please subscribe for more tea on Quantum AF.